Greetings from Jerusalem, where I want to give an example of to what extreme Christians in some traditions have gone to commemorate things in the life of Jesus. Now, in Bethlehem, there is a church called the Church of the Nativity, the church that commemorates the place where Jesus was born. And a little side alley back behind the church is the Milk Grotto. Now, it's a cave with rock walls, but it's a kind of a crumbly, white, chalky rock that you can actually just scrape with your fingernails and it'll crumble into dust. And what's curious is that there are some Christian Arab women that will go there to pray when they're pregnant, in prayers that they will have a good supply of milk. And why that? Because of a tradition that Mary was feeding baby Jesus and some milk spilled, and that's what made the rock white. So here's this grotto, and some Muslim Arab women even have joined in that tradition of going there to pray for a good milk supply. Well, I worked as a guide in Israel for over 50 years and had a whole variety of drivers. One of my drivers was a big, strong, young Arab married man who had spent tens of thousands of dollars in fertility treatments, and they had no children. And then an old Greek Orthodox monk in Nazareth gave him the advice, why don't you go to the Milk Grotto in Bethlehem? And so he did. Yeah, he was Arab Catholic. And there, praise God for the old Greek Orthodox monk who was sitting in that milk grotto. He gave the young man some of the powdered dust in a little plastic sack and said, you can put this under your pillow. He said, but that's not what counts. He said, when you go back home for the next month, every night before you and your wife go to bed, pray to God for children. And this young man did, and he now has 4 strapping sons as big as himself. And he says that I won't leave the mother church, the Catholic Church, but I take my family always to the Baptist church because they're more spiritual. And so he was led through that old Greek Orthodox monk, challenging him to pray into solving a problem that he was trying to solve with money and doctors. And so here's the Joy of Israel has such a grand variety of experiences.